Okay, let's try this again. So, I made a video about an hour or two ago, and I was talking about things I didn't like among the Kick Vic fans and or the Kick Vic supporters and the I Stand with Vic supporters. Um, it came to my attention that a few people pointed this out to me that it seemed a bit one sided and a few of my points were confusing. So I kind of just wanted to make this video as a kind of revision of my past video. I want to put forth what I'm saying or what I'm trying to say in a more articulate manner, and I want there to be as little confusion as possible. The first point I wanted to point out was I don't like how hostile things have been getting lately, both with Kick Vic fans and his supporters, or Vic Mignogna in general. Let's just make it simple instead of repeating hashtags. But anyway, there's a lot of infighting going on in both groups. You have the group who are against Vic's actions, and you have people who are just trying to be neutral, right? You have people who they think he may be guilty, but they don't want to go the extra mile to like make things worse, right? They want more information to come out. Yet you have people on that side of the camp who are attacking them, who are like labeling them things that they don't want to be labeled and things that are like really mean. And similarly, you have people who are more neutral, who are in support of Vic, who just want more information to come out. They want to be sure that he's completely innocent. They think some of the things that are being talked about right now are worthy of critique and debate. Yet there are people within that group that label them again like negative things, and they treat them like they don't belong in the group. This is happening on both sides. These people, it doesn't matter like what side you're on. If you're a bit neutral or if you're more neutral than leaning toward one, then you're going to get called an SJW. You're going to get called a NPC. You're going to get called a cuck, a libtard, a beta. It doesn't matter. If you're a bit neutral and you think the information that's coming out isn't strongly pulling you one way or the other, then people are going to attack you. And it doesn't matter if you're leaning more one way or the other, you're still going to get attacked by that in group. And when things like that start happening, like, it reflects a lot of what's happening in the political world right now, where it's just like if you're not like fully Democrat or like fully Republican, then you're a fucking moron. You're a moron for being more like in the middle or whatever. And that's what I think is really toxic among the community right now. I think that's one thing that's really just disgusting. And I think it needs to stop. I think I think it's one of those things. It's like you can't you can't like call somebody like a certain name. Like let's say you can't call somebody an SJW or like you can't call somebody a beta and then get mad that they're reflecting the same behavior back at you. You it's so hypocritical. It makes no sense. You can't like make fun of somebody and call them a fucking idiot, right? But at the same time, like hold this like moral high ground and be like, but when they do it to me, it's just so funny because they're so fucking stupid and they don't understand how the world works. It's like how highly do you think of yourself and your opinions? Like there are people among both groups. This hasn't even gone to fucking court yet. We don't know the full story yet. There is still more going on with this situation every single day. And there are people in both camps who think they got it all fucking figured out. And anybody who dares to critique them or try to debate them on what they know is insert fucking derogatory term here. That's what you are for disagreeing with me. And it's disgusting. That's one thing that's just happening. And Honestly, I think it needs to stop. I think, or something needs to change. One thing I don't think that what I'm about to say, I don't believe as the cause of this situation. I believe it may be a symptom, but it's not like the cause. It's not the origin. But the one thing I feel doesn't help is that there are people on both sides who are representing each side, and they're not doing a very good job at it. You have content creators who I don't want to name. There are too many, all right? I've been following this story just like you guys for a long time. There are so many people I've been watching. All of them are guilty of this, or most of them are. But they have this attitude where it's like, I'm going to present this information as unbiasedly as possible. I'm going to present this as objectively as possible. And they're a little sarcastic, they're a little snarky, which I don't think is a bad thing necessarily, but then they like label people like SJWs, and like they're triggered, and they're stupid, and they're moronic and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I get that you want to share your opinions, but how are you going to tell people, by the way, don't harass those people I just called fucking idiots and morons? Like, to me, it just seems so backhanded, you know? It's like, I'm not gonna, I don't condone harassment, I don't condone bullying, but then at the same time, in your video, you make fun of these people. You dehumanize them in a way that these people, for at least a while, are not going to be able to recover from that type of backlash. There are people on the other side of the camp who are going through some personal shit, and you're certainly not helping when you make fun of them. I'm not saying that what you're doing is like entirely wrong, and I'm not trying to imply that you condone harassment by doing this, but what you fail to understand is that there are going to be thousands upon thousands of people watching your video, and what they're going to take from you making fun of them is they're going to think, if he's fine to make fun of them in video format, then I can make fun of them, and it's not as bad because I have a throwaway account and you're a public figure. And again, I'm not saying that you guys are anticipating your fans to do that, but that's how a lot of them are thinking, and that's how a lot of them are treating the other people. Conversely, on the other side, you have people like Monica Rial and her fiance and stuff like that. You have them actually attacking fans who support Vic Mignogna, people who just want to criticize them in a very fair way, not in a mean-spirited way. People who want to debate them, ask them questions, and they resort instantly to just like laying the smackdown on them. They're shadow banning them and everything, and they're trying to silence them. And that, to me, is equally as disgusting. These are the people who, if you're on that side, you're supposed to be trusting with the information and how they present it, yet here they are acting immature and childish in the face of adversity. Jamie Marchi especially, like, you saw her tweets. How can anybody act that unprofessional? It's absolutely ridiculous. Now let me tie both of those things together. Both sides are trying to present information in some way. You can argue which side's information is more compelling, but the point I'm trying to make is they're trying to spread information, but at the same time, the way they're doing it is really not optimal at all. This situation should have been like unraveled like a news story almost. You know, it's like update, 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 unbiased information, objective fact, unbiased information. But the way this has been going is it's been more like, let's just face it, it's drama at this point. It's drama. Like, you have one group who snarkily accuses the other group of being SJWs and they get triggered and they're lying and everything. And you have the other group who's labeling this group as incels and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about and they're trolls. And it's funny because if you fall into this line of thought that it's us versus them, you're playing into the people you hate's behavior. You're acting just like them, but you think you're somehow more justified, you're somehow more righteous than they are for acting like a complete piece of shit. It makes no sense to me. You call each other names, you harass each other, and you both think you're better than one another. You both think you have a moral high ground. And when face to face, you will butt your heads and you will have this eternal war of I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you. And there are people like me who are seeing this happen, I'm the reason I'm making this video because it looks fucking stupid to me. It looks so fucking stupid to me that a lot of you are taking this way too fucking far. It's hard to stand with either of you people in public because you're both fucking embarrassing to be around. I don't want to be associated with the dude who's calling these like fucking anime voice actors like betas fucking cucks and like pussies and shit like that. I don't want to be associated with you. And I don't want to be associated with them either. The way they treat their fans, calling them rape apologists and like trolls and like their opinions have no merit and they want people's balls. I don't want to be associated with that either. You're both doing what we see in politics in the social climate of our countries all the fucking time. You're pushing the people in the middle away from the cause you're supposed to be championing. And it's sickening because maybe there are some other people talking about it, right? Maybe there's a video I haven't stumbled upon pointing out just this fact right now, but I haven't seen anybody do it. So that's why I felt the need to do it. That's all I really wanted to say. I just think a lot of you people like need to re-examine how you're approaching this situation, whether you're a content creator or whether you're a commenter, whether you're whatever. I think you need to reevaluate how you're approaching this whole situation. Is this a personal investment to you because you want to know the truth? Because that's what we all want to know, right? Is the truth? Or are you approaching this situation because it's drama and you want to be a part of a war? Like you want to be a part of a cause and you want there to be some sort of opposition that you can fight. Like really, like reevaluate where you are. If you're a content creator, I really encourage you to like work harder, you know, to not make the other side look so bad. And I don't mean like don't make them look bad because they don't deserve it. I mean like present the information and let the audience decide how we want to judge these people. Sometimes a lot of the points you guys bring up are compelling, sure, but they're not evidence of anything. Just like, really, like, I mean, I'm not trying to silence any opinions. You guys are going to present the information how you want to present it, and I respect that, which is why I'm presenting my video the way I am right now. But I think that there needs to be a change. Like, I'm not saying you're responsible for the people who follow you or how they radicalize your ideas. I'm not insinuating that at all. I just think that some of you could presenting your information a lot better. Hell, an honest critique of this video right now would be that I could be presenting this information a lot better. So I'm no excuse. On the other side, look, the way you're treating people who want to question and debate you on the validity of your claims do not mean they're trolls. Just because there's somebody who's asking honest questions doesn't mean they're trying to incite harassment against you. People just want to know what's going on. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Don't make the people who want on you honest, genuine answers out to be monsters and people trying to harass you. Alright? If asking simple questions is harassment, then what the fuck are we supposed to do? What is anyone supposed to do about anything? It doesn't make any sense. You know? So like for the voice actors and stuff, like honestly, just keep your fucking mouth shut. You have no incentive to speak. You know, a lot of you have said what you needed to say. Now it's time to shut up and let what's gonna happen happen. Whether you're on the right side or on the wrong side of this one, you just gotta like fucking deal with it. You know? I mean, but hey, that's my opinion. You can do whatever you want. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. That's just what I think. Lastly, for the people out there who support either one of these sides, please just fucking like treat each other with respect, man. Treat your enemy with some respect and it'll go a lot better in the long run. You can have a lot more deep, insightful conversations. You can have a lot more answers than questions. You can have a look into somebody's eyes, a walk in their shoes. And doing nothing but attacking people and doing nothing but getting at people for being on the opposite side of you is going to do nothing but reflect that behavior back and forth like ping pong. I mean, you guys fucking know how history works. You know how politics works. You know how like controversy fucking works. I don't know why this is such an exception for some people, why they think this is the one time to be completely disrespectful and completely unprofessional and throw all logic out of the window. I mean, that's just me. Just please, like, just be fucking good to each other. Don't be a fucking asshole or a prick, you know? Just, you can have your opinions at the end of the day. You can think he's guilty or innocent, but the way you conduct yourself really, at the end of the day, that's what's going to affect you most in the long run on a personal level. So, if anyone who saw my previous video and had issues with it, then I genuinely hope that you saw this video too and you feel that it's much better the way I executed it. If not, if you think I'm still being like too confusing, if you still think I'm rambling too much, or if you still think that I need to clarify a lot of my points, then please like let me know. I mean, I'm probably not going to make another video about this tonight, maybe tomorrow. But if you really have some pointers, like some actual pointers, please like let me know. Give me any criticism you want. I'm all open for it. This is my 4th attempt at this video, so this probably isn't going to end as perfect as I wanted to, but I feel like this was a lot better than the video I published about an hour ago. But anyway, if you stuck around to the end, thank you so much for watching. I only anticipate like 2 people to watch this, so if you stuck by to the end, thank you so much. Don't subscribe, by the way. My content is shit. I just wanted to make this video. I just wanted to put this out there because I was convicted. That's it. You guys have a good night.